Hello, buddy. Welcome. I'm just sneaking in a real quick stream here. I'm going to hang out with some friends later on tonight, most likely. So I'm just going to try to do maybe like a 3-hour stream here or so. And I still need to take care of some more stuff before I go and hang out with them. But I told people last night on stream that I would probably try to get on around 6 o'clock. And just get a couple hours in here. Anyways, I don't know what that is, so I'll have to click on that and see. I don't know what that is. We'll have to click on it later and find out. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I know, it's really early. As I said last night on stream, I'm going to hang out with some friends probably around 10 or 10:30 tonight. So, I don't usually I don't guarantee that I'm gonna, or I don't make assurances that I'm going to stream on Saturday and Sunday. Usually it's only Monday to Friday, although I do try to stream on Saturday and Sunday some. But they all want to meet up and hang out around like 10 o'clock tonight, and so I'm just grabbing a few hours here in the middle. I expect the turnout to be a lot lower because people who weren't on the stream when I said that last night probably won't be aware of it. I need to be more active on Twitter. There's just so many things I need to be doing. It's hard to keep up with all of them, but I could send out alerts if I'm going to do something special, like getting on early or something. I could send that out on Twitter. But yeah, we'll probably have a bit of a lower turnout, but people can watch the VOD if they want to, I suppose. Yeah, basically the deal is, I could start at 8:30 and end in like an hour or an hour and a half or something, but that seemed a little silly, so I'm just going to go for around 3 hours here and end around 9. Then just take care of a couple of things and then go hang out with them, so that's kind of what's up. Hey, Faded Shift, yep. Earlier, I mean, it's at the very bottom of the description here. I currently don't use it that much, but I'll try to do it some more. The special edition. Oh, looks like I'm gonna have to ban Graves if they don't. You know, I could try to stream earlier on some nights where it's like when I don't have school that day, but I just try to be consistent. And on the school days, I can't stream until around 8:30, so I just try to start about the same time every time. But I mean, there could be some days where I could try out an earlier stream, but I just try to be consistent as much as possible, just so people know what to expect. Okay, yeah, Graves has to go. Today's just an exception to that. Hey, what's up, Monsi? I see, JJ. That is something to consider. It's because, you know, a lot of the European people I don't know what TT hurt my feeling. What's up, Dane? Yeah, I mean, it just comes and goes. We were on a pretty good streak last night, and then we lost, I think, our last couple, but yeah, we were doing alright. So yeah, I mean, we were doing pretty well. We were like, what, 6-1, and then we were 1-3 for the last one, so we just kind of bounce around a lot. Yeah, right there, that was bad over the last couple of days. But we're back to Platinum 3 at least for now. If we lose this game, we're probably going to get demoted back to Platinum 4 again, but we'll get back up there. We were as high as Platinum 2, probably like Platinum 2 40 LP or something a few days ago. Yo, man, we've got some... We've got some B-listers in here, some C-listers, a couple of D-listers. This is gonna be a rough game. Lucian Zillion, huh? God, our team is just not good. Really not good. I don't know, I might... I can't really do Zyra. Zillion's pretty good in a Zyra, because if I blow anyone up and he's close, he just resurrects them. Lulu's okay against Fizz. I mean, they have some really weird crap, too, going on. Like, I guess it's Fizz top lane and Vel'Koz. Swain's good. I guess we'll play it. I'm not feeling great about this. I mean, Alawi in theory could be good, but I don't know. Both team comps are a little wacky. So just going Lulu. Like, the problem is, like, nobody really benefits from attack speed stuff. I mean, I guess if Ashe gets Bork, which really pains me to say that, but I saw an Ashe yesterday rush Blade the Ruined King. I don't know, these team comps are just gross. I mean, if we can get clear vision for Fiddlesticks, TFT Ignite Zillion support. If we can get clear vision for Fiddle, and like if I speed him up with my W right when he's about to ult, then that'll help him stay really close to people. Lowy versus Fizz is going to be a little tough. It's difficult. I think their team comp is slightly favored, but both teams are really weird. Yeah, I know my start time for UK people is kind of bad, and I know I have a lot of UK fans. Just really the only time that I can get on, unfortunately. Most nights. I know starting around 6 would be nice. I just can't pull it off. Like, I don't even get out of classes until 5:30, and then I have a drive home, and then I mean, I could maybe try to start around like 7 or something and just end sooner. Rather than later. That might be okay on some nights if I switched over and started at like 7 p.m. and I'd have to end at like 1 p.m. or something though. Or 1 a.m. 7 to 1, 7 to midnight, something like that might be something to think about. I could straw poll it and maybe eventually see what everyone thinks about it. Hey, JJ Hazard. I mean, just do the best you can to try to improve, and you know, don't worry too much about results. I mean, if there are specific champions that you're doing very well on over a long period of time, then try to keep playing those, and if there's some that you're not doing so well on, think carefully about why. Sometimes it's meta dependent, you know? It can be complicated. So last season, for example, I think for a decent chunk of the season, my Janna was only like 45% or something early on. Because people just were playing, like, she just wasn't good with what a lot of people were playing. But, as things changed later on in the season, and Caitlyn became very powerful, then I ended up with like a 56% Janna win rate. There we go. So sometimes it just depends on what's going on meta-wise. Yeah, let's just say that, you know, in general... So he must have like a ton. Yeah, only at 24 AP, which is not bad. But yeah, so don't be too obsessed with statistics on certain champions. But at the same time, if there seems to be a large trend at any given moment, you know, try to just stick with what's winning you games. For example, I really was playing a lot of Malzahar early on, but I just wasn't winning a lot with him. Even though I thought individually I was doing well, it just you just can't play him in lower elos, I don't think. People just won't follow up on your stuff, even when he was really powerful. So, I mean, I like him, but realistically, I had to stop and switch over to Zyra, and I had a lot more success with Zyra. But now Zyra's kind of fallen back a little bit because people aren't playing 80 champions that are really good with her right now. Although I still recommend her for gold and lower. She's still really good there, but he's up in CS and he died. He's up 25% CS and he died. It almost seems like it's literally every game the enemy AD carry gets more CS, and I'm just not even sure how that's statistically possible, but it just seems that's what actually happens. It's got to be hindsight bias, but I don't understand sometimes. Like, I feel like we almost always win the lane in terms of I out pressure the enemy support, and often we get kills. But they just end up with more CS somehow. I don't know. I mean, it's got to be hindsight bias. It can't happen every game. I mean, one thing that you got to remember is for all of the goofy stuff that your team does and the mistakes and the strange picks and all that crap, it happens to the enemy team too. You just don't remember it as much. An ally has been slain. Now, maybe not over a small sample size, like over a very short period of time. Like maybe you have one day that's really bad, but, you know, over the course of, you know, 1,000 games. I don't know where Zillion is. Is he doing... Oh, he's way up there. Yeah, we got to get in here and get this guy. You'll see more with your eyes closed. Get up here, Ash. Zillion's not here. You got to punish him for wanting to roam like that. She's gone. Well, that's good. Enemy killing spree. Yeah, I mean, that can't happen. We have to have... We really need Swain to be very strong. And he's getting soloed. A lot. And he rushed here. Yeah, I should have just dodged. There's just too much variance. Like, yeah, the enemy team has some weird stuff too. But, you know, at least they have Lee Sin early on who can do some stuff. And Lucian's just better than Ashe. Because you know Ashe is going to rush that stupid Blade of the Ruined King. Even though it doesn't make any sense. Because everybody does it. At least Lucian can kind of use that item. I don't know. Frankly, it's a bad time to play ranked right now, I think, as support. You just, like, give it another week or something. I would just practice in normals, because people, like, there's just this mania of just this infestation of just really bad decision-making right now by AD carries because of all these people that are just trolling all their viewers. All these people and with, like, the all-caps YouTube channels are saying, Blade of the Ruined King, it's overpowered, you gotta get it, Ezreal, best ADC, Lucian, he's the best. Overpowered. And it's really hustling a lot of people. On my team. Often. I mean, I think that a major I don't think, I'll put it this way, I don't think it's a coincidence that I was Platinum 2 and that I've been on a pretty substantial loss streak over the last, you know, week or so. I've fallen down. It just happens to coincide with the release of patch 7.5 and the Blade of the Ruined King changes. I'm just throw it out there. I don't think it's a coincidence. Shut your mouth, Ash. Okay. Exactly. Hey, Lazy. Yeah, for everyone that's here, I'm starting early because I have to go do some stuff later tonight. Going to go hang out with some friends. So I'm just going to try to get in a few quick hours here. Hey, what's up, Psychochu? Yeah, I think that 7.6 is coming out this week. The best change they could possibly make is just remove Blade of the Ruined King from the game. Thanks for the high compliment, Psychochu. I try. I just have to. I do think that I have. Ah, nice. Good job, Anbu. Yeah, I hope I don't come out, you know, demote, but all I can do is just play the best that I can and just go from there. I mean, I'll get back up there eventually. I do think I have pretty good knowledge. I'm just not sure what I think it's got to be I'm just not, like, playing the right champs in the right situations, or I'm just, like, messing up something, obviously. Because I think I have the knowledge. It's got to be something on the execution side of it. No, we can't do it. Time to leave. Yeah, this is unfolding about as I thought it probably would. I don't know. I mean, they had some weird picks too. But I probably should have just dodged. There's just too many question marks in this game. We don't know where Zillion is. I think he was middle. Hey Nova, yeah, I should just put up a flyer for people that are wondering why I'm on this time. So I'm probably going to get asked that question like 30 times tonight. I have plans later tonight, and I wanted to do at least some streaming. So I'm just going to do a few hours starting at 6. Hey, thanks so much, Havoc. I don't know where the hell Zillion is. Okay, here he is. Fight, you cowards! What? Get in there! Oh my god, this Swain. No, no, you're too late, Swain. You're too late. I mean, they're probably about to do Dragon. They got the first one right, yeah. Well, we were kind of even on CS, but now... Ash just... I mean, how much money that Ash didn't even see that Lee Sin? I mean, they could be right here. Yeah, he's just gonna lurk around here. This game... No! Like, dude, so many people are dead. Like, everyone's just forgotten how to... Well, I mean, it's easy to point out that it's hard to win as support and, you know, all of this kind of stuff. But that happens to every role. It's not unique to support. Every role can watch other people just completely throw a game, you know, and feel like you have very little impact over it. I think that as support, you have more impact than, like, top lane does a lot of times. That's one reason that I stopped playing Rumble in Season 2 and went back to playing support, is because I would just, you know, I'd go like 4-0 in lane, and my bot lane would feed like, you know, 6 kills, and they would get dragons and towers and all this stuff, and all I would have was kills, and we would just lose the game. So I think that support is very impactful. It's a very high impact role in games. I mean, you're basically controlling 2 people early on, because you're the real powerhouse in the lane until the AD carry gets a couple of items, or if your AD carry is rushing Bork for the entire duration of the game, you're the one that matters if they decide to rush Bork.
Enemy rampage.
I'm gonna get cut off, potentially.
Double kill. Your team has destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain.
If I get double bomb, it's gonna be big trouble. I can't really contest it. I mean, all I can do is go up and E and Q him.
Shut down.
Alright, Lowy's doing sort of kind of okay. Alright, so we did get like 2 towers, and they got 1. So we're doing okay on that one. Jungle. I think jungle's the most impactful role. They've dialed it back a little bit. They've nerfed the jungle some. Level of impact in solo queue, I'd probably say jungle, middle, support, AD carry, top. It depends on, like, top can be very impactful. I mean, a lot of the top people on the ladder are like, you know, Ribbon, Fiora type of top. So top can be super impactful, but it depends on what you're playing. I mean, any role can be. I do think that support has a lot of power. I mean, there's a lot of, like, meta type of stuff about why support's particularly powerful, too. And a lot of it has to do with people who are usually really bad at support. So you're filling a role that people don't know how to do. So it gives you a huge edge. Guys, are they like diving towers? I mean, something that I always say, which is what made me hesitate, it's not that something like Ashe and Alawi can't. I mean, Alawi's doing okay, actually, but Fiddlesticks, like, underperforming players play underperforming champs. Like, there's a very, very high correlation with that. People that understand metas and that are serious about winning ranked are going to play champions that are good in a meta. So it's not that people with a lot of these kind of, like, bizarre picks can't do well. It's just that they won't. A lot of times, because either they don't care about winning, or they don't understand why those champions aren't good. Either one is not, it's not good. It's not conducive to winning. So I'm not saying you have to play like the best champion every time, but it needs to be something that's like within respectability. For example, if you're a first pick Ashe and you rush Blade the Ruined King, there's a really high probability that there's other stuff about the game that you don't know. Like, don't run into dark areas when they're really far ahead, or when they have a teleport, or when they have a Fizz or a Lee, just really high mobile things, like not realizing how vulnerable you are. Like, once again, not all Ashe players that get Bork are going to be like that, but you certainly need to understand, if you're trying to decide whether you want to dodge a game or not, that there's a pretty high probability that they're going to underperform if they play bizarre things that aren't good in a current meta. And this just isn't a platinum game. That's just all there is to it. And I knew it wasn't going to be, based on the champion select. They just, like, they're people that are picking weird things, are actually doing, like, okay with them. I mean, Fizz is not that weird. Like, Fizz can be good. Like, he's not optimal. Same thing with Zillion. Like, Zillion's not popular, but he can be effective. Like, Fiddlesticks is just absolute trash. Like, he's a bad champion right now. That's why they're trying to buff him next patch, but I don't think it's going to be enough. We'll see. Swain is okay in theory. I mean, he can be good. That player's just underperforming, so there's no way to know that was going to happen. But, like, Ashe is not in a good place. And you just, like, I knew she was going to build Blade. Because somebody out there has told people to build Blade. I don't know, like, I don't know who did it. Firewall's telling people that Blade the Ruined King Ashe is good or something, who knows. Dude, you're dead again, like... they might get Baron off of that. So yeah, it seems like there's not something to be, like, learned from this, right? Like, well, team just fed really hard, there's nothing I can do. But there is something I can do. It's called dodge. I could have dodged. You always have the option to dodge, and you should be dodging a lot. Like, a pretty healthy amount. I don't like dodging as much as I used to, because I stream, and I don't want people to have to wait, like, 30 minutes on me. It'd be nice if I had I should probably get a Smurf, so I can dodge more on the main account, and then play on the Smurf, while I wait out the dodge timer, because... And I'm going to make a video about this. About champion select and like choosing when to dodge, understanding team comps and things like that. And we'll make a video about this pretty soon. So she's dead because she's just really, really far out of position. Don't kill him. He's got the thing on him. But yeah, so like, you know, we were probably 30 or 40% chance to win this, and if you're gaining 20 LP and losing losing 20, then if you dodge, you're only losing 10. So really, statistically, if you have less than a 50% chance to win a game, like a lot less than 50, then you should dodge, because then you're saving yourself 10 LP. Basically. So if there's a really high probability you were going to get that loss anyways, I could figure out the exact stat on it. It might be 25%. If you think you have a 25% chance to win or less. But you should dodge. You don't think of it as you're losing 10 LP to dodge. Think of it as you're saving 10 LP by dodging. That's after the second dodge. The first dodge should be real easy. That's a 3 LP dodge. You should actually be using that every day that you play ranked. So that's only 3 points to save yourself a lot of problems. So you should absolutely, like, use that as a resource. Like, that's a tool that you get to use. If you aren't dodging, using that 3 LP dodge every day, then you're wasting it. Like, you should be using that every day.
An enemy is legendary. Enemy
The second one for 10 LP is a little bit harder, but sometimes you just need to do what you need to do. Especially because this is probably going to be a demotion game. I should have almost certainly dodged it. Yeah, Ash. Wow. Oh my god. I didn't... This is the third game in a row that I think I've lost at 0 LP. I can't believe they didn't demote me after that. Well, the Rito gods are smiling down on us today. We're losing MMR for that, though, so we're going to keep playing against lower and lower people. And when I do win a game, I'm probably going to get like 14 LP for it, but at least it's not a dodge, I guess. Hey, what's up, Nilo? Well, there's a time and a place where it's appropriate to dodge in your promos. It depends on how much LP you're getting and how much you're losing. So, for example, let's say that you're 1-1 in your promos. You lost your first one, won your second one, you're at 100 LP. And let's say that you've been doing pretty well lately and you're losing 17 LP per loss and you're gaining 20, which is a position I was in, you know, a few days ago when I was getting up to Platinum 2. If you dodge, if you think there's a high probability that you're going to lose and you dodge, okay, so let's say that you won your first one, lost your second one. You're sitting at 83 LP. Because your LP still goes down and up even when you're in your series. You can look at that after the game. It'll tell you how much LP you have on your main thing here. So let's say that you're sitting at 83 LP because you lost one in your game. And now you're facing something like what I just faced, where it's highly improbable that you're going to win. If you dodge, you lose the game in the promo series, but you only go down 3 more LP. So you would go from 83 to 80, and then it just takes one more game for you to get back into your promo. Whereas if you play it out and lose, then you're going to go from 83 down to 66, and then it's going to take 2 more games to get back in your promo. So sometimes it can still be worth it to dodge, even in your promos, even if you take a loss on it, because you're going to be able to get back into the promos in 1 game instead of 2. So you're still saving yourself 1 game on your progression scale. Now, that's not always applicable. You should try to play your promo games, but there are some where legit you should dodge. Yeah, I'll check it out, Nilo. I could probably do that later tonight when I get back from this thing. One thing about Thresh, I'm not a huge fan of Thresh in solo queue. I mean, you said you were up in Diamond 3 or something. Thresh might be good up there. For the vast majority of viewers, like, the problem with Thresh is not only is he a high skill cap mechanical champion to play, you have to be able to hit your hooks and actually stop a variety of movement abilities with your fillet to make him effective, but people just won't take your lantern at gold and lower. So perhaps at diamond he's a little bit better. I mean, the problem with a lot of tanks is the Ardent Sensor is so strong right now, and tanks just can't leverage that item. And they have to get Redemption and lock it anyways, because there's just not a good tank item. I mean, the best you're going to get is something like Knight's Vow, which is pretty bad. It doesn't have cooldown reduction on it. It only... like, it's only really powerful with one other person that you link up with. It's just nowhere near the same power level as Locket and Redemption. And Locket and Redemption scale with plus healing. So they're really good with Wind Speakers, and they're really good with Ardent Sensor, and any other sort of plus healing that you acquire. So, you know, just those items all synergize so well together. The Ardent Sensor... also, when you use Locket or Redemption, then it applies the Ardent Sensor buff to everyone hit. So if you Locket and hit 5 people, they all get the Ardent Sensor attack speed and on-hit buff. There's just so much synergy between all those items, and it's just not... tanks, you know, can get Redemption and Locket, but they just can't use the Ardent Sensor, and so they're just big-time handicapped to play tanks. So, as support, now tanks are good in top lane and potentially in the jungle as well, but that's why you see a lot of Lulu in pro play. It's basically, you turn people into tanks, you have a lot of crowd control with your ult, and you are a proxy engage. So you ult someone else, or you W someone else and they engage, rather than you engage. Because usually people pick tanks to be the engager, right? Top lane, Xin Zhao. So this lets you be an engager of sorts without having to be a tank. This is kind of what Karma used to be. I'll just go Lulu again.
Please choose.
So I've been saying this for a while, that I thought Lulu was just a better version of Karma, and especially at higher level of play, and I still stick by that. So basically Thresh is good, but he's just not as good as the utility supports like Lulu, Janna, to a lesser extent Nami and Sona. Yeah, I'll try to see if I can post up some of these coach games. I have a couple in the queue right now that I'm going to get to tonight, and if the people will... the people that I'm coaching want to allow me to post it up, then I'll post it up. I do have one that's posted with Mason from, I guess about a week ago. But I'm going to try to make a playlist of coached games where people, you know, want me to, or are willing to allow me to post those up. Yeah, there will be some new tank items after the update. Okay, I like this team comp a lot better. Yeah, okay, so Nilo's going to let me load it up, so I'll definitely load it up. Plat last season, but as soon as I get gold 3, it's a wall. Yeah, it's a bit tough. I mean, I was diamond last season, and it's harder for me to climb this season too. I have a whole video about it called like the Season 7 Advanced Psychology or Psychology and Advanced Tactics video on the channel, but autofill is causing a lot of problems. It adds a lot of variance. Like, yes, both teams get autofilled people, but when that happens, it takes a lot more control out of the player's hands and just pulls everyone towards that 50 percentile normal game. And that's part of why you don't see a lot of champions that are played a lot really getting much further than 53%, whereas in the past, there's almost always some champions that are around 55%. It's because autofill keeps everything in check, sort of. It pulls everyone towards this equilibrium. So you can still stand out and you can still win even with autofilled people. Over time you will. It just takes a lot more games to do it because there's just so much extra randomness. Oh, where's Morg? Okay, so Morg's middle? And Trundle's bottom? Okay, we should be able to dump on this Trundle, I hope. Nice, good job, Azalea. See if there's anything else. So yeah, I mean, I recommend you just have to play like primetime champions every game. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Warwick, but what do you do when you're on a 5-game losing streak? I don't know. You just try to keep chill and just keep playing. I mean, you just have to have... It depends on how bothered you are by that. I mean, I think that's what... It doesn't, like... People think of tilt as... And I recommend after 2 games taking a break for a little bit. But each person's different, right? Like, maybe one game just completely freaks somebody out and tilts them, you know? Depending on what's going on. And you just have to ask yourself, am I thinking clearly about the game, or am I too distracted by other things? It's okay to be a little bothered by stuff that's going on. But you just want to make sure, am I focusing? Am I watching the minimap enough? Am I thinking carefully about different stuff? Or am I forgetting things because I'm so aggravated that I'm playing worse than I usually would? And I mean, for some people, that's, you know, maybe after 1 game. For other people, you know, maybe they could go on a 5-6 game lose streak and still be relatively chill about it and be like, well, we just lost that game, but, you know, and they just try to stay focused. So tilt is a very individualized kind of thing. But as long as you're able to focus up and, you know, do what you need to do to try to win, then I think it's okay. I mean, I went like 1-7 or something a few days ago. And I mean, my last 5 games, I think I'm 1-4 or 1-5. I don't know. We haven't had a good time recently in terms of winning. It's always a good time on the channel, though, right? We're having good people in here all learning some stuff, answering questions. So it's always fun with the channel, even when I lose. Although, of course, I would like to win. But yeah, I mean, I would just say stop. Sometimes looking statistically at your champions to kind of figure out what could be going wrong. Like, I thought I was doing very well with Malzahar early on in the season. And, I just had to think critically about it. Why am I losing all these games? And it was just... It's just really hard to roam in low elo. Because your AD carry will just die, or people just won't follow up with what you're trying to do. Whereas with Lulu, like, my win rate was lower to start with, but I think it was just because I wasn't playing her correctly. So you just have to think about why are you losing with certain champions, and just either figure out how to fix it, or figure out, like, just play different champions that are better. Should have probably exhausted Lulu or Lucian when he went in there. Someone asked about maxing E. So when you go in laning phase, you should be getting either E or Q, 3 points in that for laning. That's for your harassment in lane. I prefer to get the shield. It's a little bit less damage, but you have a better mid game because you have a stronger shield. And then once you get to level 7, you should start maxing your W next because that's your team fight ability. It's very similar with someone like Karma who's going to get 3 points in her Q in lane for harassment, and then she's going to transition over to her shield for the mid game, typically. Oh, I got a second point in shield. I shouldn't have done that. I should have gotten 1 more point in W. It's going kind of like the Janna build here. So I'm going to have to chill until I get a point in W. Once I get W, we can go more prime time. We don't even really have to do anything that crazy, though. Because I'm going to outscale Trundle, and Twitch is going to outscale Lucian, so... They're acting weird. I feel like Vi is probably going to be here. Because this guy, like, Lucian's acting like he's AFK. I'll let him have that one. Okay, it's good. Gotta be a little careful of Vi here. If Vi shows up, we're dead, but we do need to try to push this in. We might be able to survive Vi. Lulu has a lot of tools in her toolkit. Like, she feels very, very good in team fights. One thing that I need to work on personally is like tracking the jungler better. So just like knowing where the jungler could be on the map intuitively without being able to see him. So I just need to watch the minimap more and just pay attention to that. It's something I could personally work on. Let me scroll down here. Hey, Mirakeen. I mean, it depends. It just depends on what your goals are. You want to be realistic with how many games you're playing. I mean, if you're winning 52% of the time, that means you're winning 4 more games than you're losing. So you're going 52 and 48 per 100 games. That's about a division or so. So if you can keep that up, if you can win 52% with everybody, and you're getting you know, it take about 100 games and some change to level up a division. So if you want to go from like Silver 5 to Gold 5, you're looking at about 600, 700 games, something like that. So, I mean, you can do the math on how many per day. It's like 2 games per day every day for a year. You'd probably get it. I'm going to go ahead and get this. I had to kill him that time. He was going to get away. I was trying to I wasn't sure if the poison was going to take him down all the way, so I just went ahead and got it. Yeah. You know, the poison may have ticked him out, but Who knows? I mean, maybe Lucian runs in and like saves him. His heal just comes off cooldown or something. I mean, who knows? Twitch is a real AD carry. This is why I say that I like Twitch so much more than like Ezreal or Trundle or whatever. Give him a bit more attack speed here. Yeah, mute all is a good one too. I don't know about mute all, but if someone's acting up, because sometimes you do need to hear, sometimes people do say things that are useful. It's not always trolls. On your own team, sometimes people are saying like an ult or a flash or something like that. So I don't mute immediately, but yeah, if people are starting to frustrate you or whatever, just mute them. I don't know, Cody. They're doing the things that my AD carries have been doing almost every game. They're doing what my mid lane and top lane are doing. We just gotta crush him. He's going Vamp Scepter first. We just murder him. Don't build Bork. Trust me. See, I'm communicating with him right now. We aren't raging at each other, but it's important to have that level of communication. Play Twitch. Play Twitch. Play Vayne. Play Draven. Don't play Ezreal. Don't play Lucian. Build crit items. Don't build Bork. Like, do these things if you want to win. Do not succumb to the hype. I promise you, BF Sword is still a good item to start with. Even with Lulu. Believe it or not, Lulu is still good if you build AD. You don't have to build Blade the Ruined King just because you have a Lulu on your team. Blade the Ruined King is worse than it was for any champions that want on hit. I'm gonna speed him up so he can go ahead and back faster. I need to get some wards in here. Because now that Twitch is super fed, I mean, I can just roll up with him and we're just going to kill anybody, basically. He's like probably the snowballiest AD carry you can build because he's invisible and people just don't respect invisibility. Trundle's also in a really tough spot. I did play him last season some, but just don't play Trundle right now as support. I love him. I know we have Trundle fans and everything, but just don't do it. Everybody's missing, so I gotta be a little careful here. Yeah, they're probably all hanging out in that tri-bush waiting on me.
An enemy has been slain.
Gotta let him hit it, it's fine.
An enemy has been slain.
Got him.
Unstoppable.
I couldn't quite reach the Lucian to critter him. Yeah, Ezreal's one of those, is good if you're good with him, but trust me, in solo queue, I think you're handicapping yourself by playing Ezreal. I mean, Twitch is good if you're good with him too, but it's a much higher probability you're going to be good with him. He's a lot easier to play. And he snowballs a lot harder than Ezreal. He scales harder. He has a similar early game. Both of them aren't great early game. I think Twitch is the man. Nice. Yeah, Zyra's really good, especially in low elo. If I were a bronze support, I'd play Zyra every game. Ninja Tabi's is interesting. I would go for the attack speed, but I guess he's worried that Vi is just going to blow him up. I'm going to save my W here. Just like I could use it to try to speed up the Twitch a little bit more, but... Or to, yeah, to speed up his attack speed. I need to go back. I haven't had any wards for a while, but... I have my ult now, though. Maybe I don't need to. Hey, what's up, Nico? I know. I've just been very frustrated by Ezreal, like, recently. I don't like Ezreal metas. Because he's very hard to play correctly. People think that he's... Because he doesn't die a lot and it feels like he can be good, but he just doesn't do damage unless you actually hit all your Qs. It's a lot of skill shots, and you just can't get hit by anything or he's worthless. Whereas, like, Twitch, you could die a couple of times and still come back and take over a game. And Twitch doesn't really have any skill shots other than, like, his poison. But he's just a roll up on someone when you get ahead and you're invisible and just press Alt right click. That's the kind of champion I want to see. In solo queue, I want the right clickers. I don't want any of this fancy hitting skill shots to be good. No. I want the right click. That's the kind of security I like to see when I'm trying to win ranked games. But, I mean, Twitch is, at least in early game, dependent on support, which is why a lot of people won't play him. You know, you need someone to protect him and to heal him, peel him, stuff like that. Ezreal doesn't need that, per se. In theory, he should be safe. But since I consider myself a pretty good support player, then I like having these hyper carries that need the extra protection. Because I can protect them. So I understand why people would want to play Ezreal, because he isn't as reliant on your support. So if you have a bad support, you can, you know, peel for yourself and get out of a lot of bad situations as Ezreal. But if you have a good support, it's just a waste, I think. I mean, I don't know. People like him in pro play too, some, but... As far as solo queue, if you have a good support, you know, I think that there's at least 5 other champions I'd rather see it for Ezreal. And like, the thing is, on-hit Hurricane users are so strong right now with Ardent Sensor, and with Lulu and Janna being top-tier supports, you really want to leverage that by getting a Hurricane. People just haven't figured that out yet. I mean, it's like, you know, you want to be playing Twitch, Caitlyn, Jinx, Vayne. Vayne isn't a Hurricane user, but she is on hit. And just go crit item. See this? What this dude's building? That's what you build. No Bork. I don't know about that. I mean, you do get extra AD, so I guess he just wants to take it out, but... This is what you get. You get a an 18-minute win. That's right. I don't like my allies to play skill-based champs. I don't mind playing skill. I think Lulu takes some pretty good skill. But yeah, in ranked, I want the simplest thing. I want the thing that's hard for people to screw up. That's right, Azalea. Yeah, let me do some research on him real quick, and then we'll ask. This is why I like the old client too. Okay, he's plat 4. It's fine. Plays a lot of Twitch. Plays a lot of Singed. What's his name? MGSO4. He's only played 4 Twitch games, so he does very well. And he does pretty well with Singe, too. Yeah, I'll holler at him. I need to have a slot open for him. Okay, yeah, he's down. Okay. Yeah, I'm still getting 19 LP, which is nice. I haven't seen how you can do it in an old client. I couldn't find recently played an old client, but... Yeah, they gave it up. We were murdering them. Hey, thanks, Croup. Thanks for the sub, friend. For those of you just joining too, I don't usually play at this time. I'm just going out with some friends later, so I wanted to go ahead and sneak in a few hours here really quickly. The best support ADC combo. Right now, probably Lulu plus, and then there's a lot of different AD carries that are good with her. Lulu plus, maybe Twitch, honestly, especially at lower elos. People just, even at higher, I mean, it's mid plat. Still, people don't respect the invisibility. He snowballs. I mean, I might over the summer. I might change my stream hours. We'll see. I could do like a straw poll and see what most people want. I don't think you're guaranteed to get bought if you have both of them, but you're right that it's probably very probable that if you get support, I mean, you could get support and they get their off roll though, so I don't think it affects that much. I mean, maybe. I don't know, 24 hours is a long time. I've done like a 14-hour stream. Yeah, it's true. I think a lot of people would like to see it, you know, in the evening. I think it's better for EU people too, because then they get it kind of in the like early night, like around midnight or 1 o'clock or something. If I can stream at like 6 p.m. or something, but unfortunately, it's hard for me to do that sometimes because my classes don't get out on Tuesday, Thursday until like 5:30, and I usually don't get home until around 7 o'clock. Alright. Hey, what's up? I'm... I assume he's probably going Twitch again. If he's going Twitch, I'm just going to go Lulu. I could go Janna. But I'm going to go Lulu. Lulu's very, very good with Twitch. Twitch benefits more from attack speed rather than AD. Although the shield on Janna is very nice. But a nice perk of Lulu is you can speed him up. Also to run in there. Like, he has the option of running in and going melee against people sometimes. When he has Lulu, if it's against the other AD carry. Because I can boost him up and that stuns him. Now, Lulu's not as good against Leona as Janna is, but... Hey, that's fine, Nova. I understand. I perfectly know that not a lot of people can stay for an entire, like 4-hour stream. I just appreciate people coming in and hanging out for a little while. I'm going to try to get better. I know I keep saying this, but next week is spring break, and I'm going to try to come in and put in some timestamps, at least for the last week of games, so that you can come in and see which game you want to play. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait, who's... I keep... seeing people reference Nico. Where's Nico? I don't see anything Nico's saying. Someone dodged. Whatever, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I feel confident though with Twitch. If I have a Twitch on my team, I feel like we can have some failure top lane and mid lane like we had last game, and we can still win. Twitch is that strong. Twitch and Lulu is very, very strong. I mean, the only thing that might be stronger than Twitch and Lulu is maybe Twitch and Lulu and Kog'Maw. But the thing about that is, like, Twitch's invisibility is just so game breaking if he gets ahead. Is you can just snipe people out so hard. Twitch is like one of the perfect AD carry or like ADs to play right now. Like, once again, you have to have a good support with him, because I think you can just completely get shanked bot lane in laning phase with Twitch if you don't have a good support. But see you beyond Pancake. Oh, there's Nico. Hey, what's up, Nico? Yeah, his name didn't inspire a lot of confidence, but... Hey, thanks, Nico, for subbing. I play whatever's popular. I think someone was asking, what do I usually play? Or, like, I heard Zyra mentioned. I have been playing Zyra a lot for the last 2 months, but it's sort of switching up now to where I'm playing more Lulu. Historically, last season, I played a lot of, Janna, Tom Kench, Nautilus, and Alistar, I think, are my top 4. I think Tom Kench was my most played. But they gutted ZZ Rock Portal, which was not good for business. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Lulu. Janna's also good here, but... since I know he's probably gonna Twitch... No, they're not going to pick Twitch, I don't think. Twitch is not a very common pick right now. They're probably going to pick either Ezreal or Lucian. If I was a betting man, if I was taking Vegas odds, I would say they're going to pick Lucian or Ezreal. But we'll see. Lulu's much more likely to get picked than Twitch is. People, like, Lulu has a lot of visibility right now because pro players are playing her a lot. They finally figured out, hey, they watched my video, right? They've been watching my channel. Hey, Lulu's actually really good. The strategy professor might be onto something. Maybe we should play Lulu now. What's up, Chief?
What's up with you?
Did you eat your pizza yet or what?
Bro? Yeah. I did.
All of it? All 2 pieces?
Yeah. Because you already ate some, so...
Did you like how I left you the 2 pieces?
Yeah. I think the 1 piece was big, though. The 2 pieces were small.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. It's whatever. It's fine.
I can go get something else to eat in a little bit.
Okay, and then should bring out the laundry. And do that. Because I can't carry it.
Well, I'm probably just going to stream maybe a couple more games. I'm going over to the boys' house tonight. That's right. Getting rowdy. Gonna be getting into some mischief. Oh, I went for the old Jinx, huh? That's unusual. What?
Kitchen smells like cat poop.
Well, to deal with that too.
Sandwich still over there?
No, it's something else, I think. Okay, they're going for the old Janna Jinx. That's interesting. They're gonna scale about as hard as we do.
He's streaming right now?
Yeah. Yeah, I started a little early because I'm leaving later. That'll be a pretty good matchup. I'm going to scale about as hard as we do. I'm not in love with the Alawi pick. Probably against Swain. It's playable. It's playable. We can win it. But I think their comp's better. I think Wicked Lulu is the only Lulu skin that I have. All 2 pieces. I think all 2 pieces is a fine. I mean, you can say both pieces if you want, which is more efficient, but I think there's nothing grammatically that's incorrect with saying all 2 pieces. I'm not getting MR runes. Janna doesn't do any magic damage. The only person who does is Fizz. I mean, like, I get runes based on laning. I don't get runes based on other lanes, typically. Like, I'd rather have the CDR. I mean, you're right. Those runes could be good later in the game, but... You know, most runes are primarily picked for the laning phase. That's why I don't do, like, scaling runes and stuff like that. The only runes that I pick for later in the game are movement speed runes, because they're good, like, early and late. On utility supports, I like to get a couple of movement speed runes.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
That tasted purple.
It looks like an okay match. I'm a little worried, like I said, about Alawi against Swain and about Fizz against Zed. Fizz Zed, I feel like Fizz has the advantage there, but maybe he doesn't. I don't know. That one's close. I feel like Swain can do very well top lane. Oh, Fizz is jungle. And Irelia is top. Okay, well that's better then. Okay. Now I see. Okay, I feel a little bit better about this. Go ahead and exit out of this. Yeah, I feel a little bit better about this then. Yeah, I mean, if the jungler's Fizz, there's an argument for MR runes, but the CDR is just so nice on Lulu. This means that you just basically have to get Ionian Boots and Ionian Boots Redemption, and then the first part of Ardent Censer, and you're basically at full CDR. It's really nice. Yeah, I know Romeo's just chilling. It's not the most efficient, proper way, but I don't think it's technically incorrect. This guy gets up here and gets aggressive with me a little bit too, which I like. Come on, get some kills here. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, missing. Sweet, that's going to throw off her farming. Okay, good. Got that shield down. Once that shield comes off cooldown, I'm going in. Get some good trade in there. If you can fake that Janna shield, then it's just like open season. That's really how you beat Janna, is you have to fake that shield out of her. And it's really hard to fake the Lulu E, because the Lulu E is instant. So they have, like, they just have to anticipate that you're going to hit them. Okay, there we go. Got it. And she's having to use abilities just to even farm. I'm not super excited about the Fizz. Oh god. Is she dead again?
Has been slain.
Oh. I guess they traded a kill back, but it's bad. It's not good. Alright, Fizz was topside. So I'm holding... Okay, he's still up there. So I do have 2 wards in inventory, but there's no point in using them right now because I see Fizz up there. So I'm just going to hold on to it. This Jinx is like so scared. Janna shielded herself, so... Fizz is still up there. Please don't die to the Fizz at least.
All the colors. That tasted perfect.
Has been slain. An ally has been slain. You have slain.
She said, "Oh no, I'm dying." I never heard that before. That's pretty funny. I mean, I haven't even had to drop a ward yet because he's top. I don't think Janna plays support that often. Just a guess.
I'll be right under
This is how you pressure up. Yeah. I think both of them might have been autofilled. I don't know. They're both so scared of us. I mean, they probably should be, but... They may have freaked themselves out, too. I mean, they may have seen that I was a diamond last season. That's why you shouldn't look at stuff like that. See, Twitch knows how to freeze lanes, too, which is really important. Do you notice how he wasn't just, like, auto-pushing them to tower? He was, like, zoning them out with me. He was playing forward a little bit. See how he's playing kind of up here where I am? So if they try to go up, then we can actually fight him. Now, I need to get a ward in here. Because Fizz could come down at this point, because he seems to have left top lane for now. Yeah, he's got a BF to her pickaxe, so yeah, we're pretty big right now. If I was really slick, I could walk in front of that and shield and, like, body block it. I should probably start doing that some more. But I don't want to, like, I don't know, take too much damage. Okay.
That squirrel looks familiar.
Got him, baby. Oh god, she's burning. Ah, couldn't. Okay. I think my exhaust just came up after he died too. Okay, good. Well, Who is it? Swain. Swain could be coming down. I doubt it, though.
They aren't gonna like this.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Dark Seal Fizz. Alright. We'll go for this. Let me see here. Hey, what's up, Adam? What's your opinion on support Alistar? I think... I don't like him. I'll put it that way. He's okay. I just think that Nautilus does what he does better. But I just think that in general, tanks aren't in a good spot right now because of the power of Ardent Censor. And because they have to get Redemption and lock it anyways. Does he want to go real hard on him? He maybe could go invisible and kill him. I don't know. We don't know where Fizz is. Okay, Fizz is dead. She flash? I don't know if she flashed or what. God, he almost killed her anyways.
Nosy dewdrop.
Okay, good. Well, we got the ult out of her. They're about out of mana. I think we can just get this tower. Yeah, we probably should be a little bit more cautious here.
Yep, that tasted purple.
Yeah, I mean, there's two people off the map right now. Now, I'm going to put a pink here, just make sure they don't TP behind us. I'm almost positive Fizz has to be here, because he's not challenging... Like, he's not top. He's not near Alawi, so yeah, I think he's probably here. I do still have my ult. Okay, that's fine. We can come back, he can buy something. Yeah, he was here. They just went ahead and backed. Yeah, she ulted because Jinx was so low, we were going to be able to keep pressuring that tower. And they couldn't really stop us, so they were going to die. Unless Janna ulted there. So it was a smart ult by her. It looked weird. But she had to heal right there. Let me come up here and boost him in. Yeah, you probably should have waited on that ult a little bit, because you know they're going to flash that. That's alright, though. Damn it. I think I was out, but I just wanted to flash it just to make sure. It was really close to hitting me with the edge of that. I should have exhausted the Fizz. I tried to W him instead, but I should have just exhausted him. At least might have been dead anyways, but maybe not. I don't know. Need to keep better tabs on this Fizz. If we can. Just get some mana back. Don't forget those health things also give mana. I think we can kill him. He may not have the mana. He does have the ult. How much mana does he have? He might have the mana for it. I don't know. He should probably at least go invisible if he's going to back right there, but... Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I probably could have saved at least with the exhaust. I was trying to W the Fizz instead, but... I should have just exhausted. Alright, so keeping tabs on that Fizz allows them to go super aggressive up top because they know where he is. Fizz is really the only threat on their whole team right now. We're kind of blowing this Janna Jinx, or yeah, the Janna Jinx out of the water. You get Hurricane? Okay, yeah, so that's a pretty big buy on him. Fizz, ladies and gentlemen. Pick him. Well, they're all dead. I'm just going to get some nice wards in here.
I was hiding.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll go lock it. I'll go lock it. Ardent Sensor's pretty good too. Look at this man right here. Infinity Edge, Ruinan's Hurricane. That's a man build. Or a strong person build, not to be genderist. That's a tough guy or tough girl build. Ain't none of this, I gotta have some lifesteal because I'm afraid to take trades in lane. I gotta get me a Vamp Scepter. No. You go straight power. And you just shove it in their face. That's how you do it. Well, they went in there and swept all my wards out, which makes me sad. So there's not a pink in there. Alright. Oh, I did forget the trinket. You're right. I need to upgrade trinket. Alright, let's do this. You do get extra Pix hits also. And the Pix hits are not, like, completely insignificant. I mean, it's 69 damage per auto. So, it's pretty good. I love Twitch too, man. He's just funny. I like the funny champions. Hey, thanks for the sub, friend. I appreciate it. Oh, no, let's get out. Oh, God. I should play ADC. I could play ADC, you know, but I like the challenge. I like the fun of doing it as support. I really do like support. And there's just such a dearth of content of support on YouTube too. Like, nobody covers it, nobody does it, like, nobody respects it. And I think it's a very cool role. I think there's a lot of diversity of the different styles of champions you can play, which I think is fun. I mean, it probably has more diversity of styles of champions than any other role. I mean, you've got like your AP, heavy AP type of supports, you've got your utility supports, you've got your tank supports. There's so many different types of things you can play. So I like it. I mean, in a lot of recent sort of gaming, well, not even recent, just like in the last 10 years or something, I always play support, healer, you know, that type of thing. I just enjoy that play style. It's just so different from other types of games you could play. That's another thing. It's kind of the novelty of it. It's really, you can only play it in multiplayer games. Get him, Twitch. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If people want to see me play AD carry, I could play some of that in normals and things. I would like to diversify and try out some other roles, but in ranked, I'm going to keep it as support just to show that you can get, you know, to diamond and beyond by only playing support. But yeah, maybe a normals, or I could make a Smurf account maybe just on the side. I could at least do some like VODs for the channel. Yeah, it's fine. Let's just back it up. It's fine. Probably all got a lot of gold. Yeah, that's a smart top laner. Oh, Blade the Ruin King. Yes. Sorry. Sometimes I use acronyms that... I'm gonna go ahead and switch over and get this, just to close out. Switch over to Ardent Sensor. I was gonna get Locket, but we're doing so well, just... Hey, Deku. Yeah, I'm doing an early one this time. If people like the earlier time, I could switch it up. I can't guarantee it every day, but It depends on what my class schedule is. I just have to take kind of whatever the university gives me. Whereas Twitch is not here, so we gotta abort. Abort. Come on, Twitch, get over here, buddy. We need you. Watch out for a Jinx rocket. Hey, thanks for the sub, friend. I appreciate it. I'm gonna change around some tech stuff too, so I'm gonna try to make a different sound for subs and change out that zombie thing. It's just the default thing that came with it.
Shut down.
Actually, it's up in 15 seconds. Just go ahead and grab that. Oops, that was a fail. Yeah, the Ghost is okay. I mean, if you think you can run people down, but yeah, he needs to... The Wild Man. Afro moves a bit, I mean, there are probably several players that are better than me out there for sure. I mean, there always are. But I do try my best to explain things as much as I can to try to help people become better players. So I think that's what makes me unique from a lot of other support. I mean, I know there are other channels that do that too, obviously, but I think there are a lot of kind of unique things about my stream. Mostly that I do a lot of content too, like really in-depth, long-form guides. That doesn't exist on YouTube. You know, people just think that, I don't know, that everyone has to have like a 5-minute guide with, you know, all sorts of flashing graphics and all this other crap. And it's like, well, maybe. I mean, I know there's definitely a market for that, but some people just like legit want a lot of explanation and details and examples, and you know, they want to learn how to actually become a better player, so they don't get hustled into these Bork things that have been going on. So the fact that I give like Google Docs and do really long, like in-depth guides. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but you know, I just try to give everybody the content that they want. So you can skim through it by using the timestamps and other stuff, but you can also really go in depth and enjoy it and actually become a much better player. Time to go. I think he's probably gone. Maybe not. Yeah, it's turning into a fiesta. But anyways, yeah, so there's a lot of stuff on the channel. Yeah, I mean, Bunny Fufu's just for entertainment, I think. I mean, he's obviously a really good player. But I mean, I watch other people too. I enjoy it too. That's kind of my thing. That's my niche. That's what I do that's different, is I try to go in depth. And just explain as much as I can. With the guides, the playlists, the streams, obviously.
Just a pinch.
3-0-12 lit. Yeah, this Twitch is pretty good. I duoed with him. I like him. He just gets in there. I don't know if he was Diamond last season or not. If he wasn't, he certainly could be. I think he was Platinum, but still, he plays very well.
Tasted purple.
Exhaust just came up, unfortunately. We're gonna get him anyways, but... That's right, Max. You can private message people on YouTube. I'm not sure of exactly how to do it. Maybe someone in here can tell you, but I do receive private messages on YouTube. But I've never sent one, though, so ask some people on the thing, and they'll probably tell you. But I've had people send me private messages. And if you want to email me stuff, too, then my email's in the description. As well. So I do respond to all comments, emails, messages, inquiries, just everything I respond. As much as I can. And of course, all the standard stuff on the channel is free, and I have the in-depth guides for stuff. I have playlists for all the new people joining me. I have sort of topical guides, patch notes, tier lists. I might make them their own separate thing soon, like a different playlist. List of playlists, I guess, is what you would call these. I don't know. A different horizontal tab. But I do have topical stuff, and I'm going to try to do more of these too, like how to understand different compositions and things like that. So I've got a lot of guides, and I just, in the past month or so, started offering for people that wanted to donate, you know, coaching sessions, one-on-one coaching sessions, and I've got some details about that in the description as well. Or I can make a guide about your favorite champion, or I can play your favorite champion on stream. All of these have been things that people have asked for, and I've just kind of come up with and just sort of got priced out over the last couple of weeks or so. So that's just kind of a fun way for people that want to support the channel, for me to give you a little bit of something extra as just to thank you. That's right. Lulu might get nerfed. I wouldn't... Well, maybe. Maybe. I think there are other supports that are pretty good too, but she might get a nerf. I mean, I hope they just give her time to shine, because really she hasn't been able to be a viable, like, good support for, like, 4 years, or however long since she came out. There's always been other stuff that's overshadowed her. And recently, the big one was giving her the attack speed on her W, which they did in the winter, last winter. And then they lowered the mana cost on her Q. And they lowered the cooldown on her W. So they've been doing a bunch of stuff to make her viable. And she's a lot of fun to play, and I think she's a lot of fun to watch. So I'm glad they've helped her out. But yeah, if I get together with a decent duo, and this happens sometimes, I do most of my games as solo, but if I meet a duo and play with them a lot, we win a lot. A lot. If it's a good duo. Because really, like, if you have someone on your team that can leverage everything you're doing as support, then obviously you're just going to do way, way better. Because supports, just like as the elo goes up, the better your supporting skills, the more you magnify the power of your team. I think. So I always describe it as kind of Slack, So it's interesting to think of how that works with healing, and this is the same way of a bunch of other games too. Whereas if you're damage or DPS, like your impact on a game is going to be similar no matter which elo you're playing in. But if you're a support, a lot of your stuff can go underutilized. Let's go first pick Lulu. I'll play other things eventually, but while I have this Twitch like on my team right now, and I know he's really good, and Lulu's good with Twitch, then I'm just gonna first pick her. For example, if you have really good warding, you know, at lower elos, it's good, and you can ping stuff, but people won't play around that knowledge as much, right? So they won't recognize, oh, I can go all in top lane because the jungler's in the bottom lane, or, you know, just simple stuff like that. Oh, they did pick an old Twitch there, huh? And then, of course, if you're shielding and healing people and they don't actually, like, muscle up and go fight with you, that can be a problem. But, you know, so as you go up, if you have really good... I like to say, if you have really good support play, as you move up, you'll actually move up faster than other roles because you'll already be doing the right things. You'll know what you need to be doing, and you'll be doing it better. God. Ugh. Don't like Ashe. So it's possible you can actually climb a lot faster as support once you get some momentum. And you're doing good support tactics. Because you're already going to be doing it, and it's just going to be utilized better by your team. And the same is true of like healing and something like World of Warcraft, for example. When I was a pretty high-level druid healer on my server, you know, a lot of times, you know, the DPS, the damage... There's always a way that they can improve it, but actually you would get the best healing numbers if your team wasn't as good, because they would take more damage, so you could actually heal more of the damage in some instances. So you'd have people that are trying to like top the charts or whatever, parse as they called it, just telling their team to just like stand in some fire or something in some fights, or just deliberately take some hits just so you could heal them more, things like that. So it's kind of the same way there, is it's like the good healers really don't get high numbers and really don't shine unless they're on kind of underperforming teams, and they do much better stat-wise, but what it all comes down to is just getting the win. Nah, I'm not dodging. Well, it's... Yeah, you're right. I probably should have dodged. Malphite jungle, it's going to be tough. I probably should have dodged it. You're right. Currently, Platinum 3. I was Diamond last season. Okay, so this guy's on, like, this is like a Smurf account or something. Platinum 3. Platinum 3. I got demoted from Platinum 2 a couple of days ago. And I was Diamond last season. But it's been kind of a slower climb to get back up this season. Yeah, our team's pretty goofy. I mean, a Zyra can underperform. I don't know. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Sometimes I don't get support. It's very rare. Okay, maybe I should just pick this guy Twitch then, if he doesn't own any other ADCs. I can play Janna if they play Lulu. He may not have Lulu or Janna, though. If he doesn't have other 80 carries, then he may not have Janna or Lulu, so... Lulu is very expensive and is a pretty obscure champion if you don't main support.
The Summoner's Rift.
If you're talking about a new Ashe build that involves building Blade of the Ruined King, I do not support that. Yeah, I have seen it on my team several times. I've seen every iteration of Blade of the Ruined King you could think of. I've seen a Blade of the Ruined King, Caitlyn, all this stuff. The item is bad. Like, the only champions that it's better on is Ezreal and maybe Lucian. Champions that don't necessarily need attack speed. The thing is, Blade doesn't give you crit. So when you're combining it with things like Infinity Edge and PD and stuff like that, Phantom Dancer, you're losing a lot of synergy. And a lot of times people really delay their Infinity Edge by quite a bit when they get that item. As I talked about in the Passions video, there just aren't a lot of other good on-hit items that most champions get. Right, you've got like Wit's End, and maybe like Gensu's or something. I think Gensu's, is that the one that like where it procs double hits or something every now and then, like every so many shots? Maybe that's something else. I don't know. There aren't a lot of good synergies with Blade, so yeah, like maybe sort of kind of it's okay as like your first item that you get, but in general, unless they have like a bunch of tanks on their team, it's probably not going to be worth it. I mean, I guess Blade of the Ruined King Hurricane's okay, because Hurricane does proc on hits. I'd just rather see crit, though. A lot of the time. But yeah, I mean, that is a nice combo with Hurricane. But that's if you're like hitting all three people with Hurricane and they're like all tanks or whatever. I just think that a lot of people are still playing really squishy champions in most positions, and just having crit is just gonna like blow those champions up so much faster than a Bork will. It's not fine for me. I've lost a lot of games because people have been playing Ezreal and Lucian and going Bork a lot. And it's not just that, but I'll tell you, there's there's a pretty strong correlation between when I started losing a lot of games and 7.5 getting released. Not saying it's all that, but I'm saying if you've been watching the stream for the past, week or so, there's a lot of underperformance by 80 carries, and I think that that's a major contributor to that. Hey, what's up, Last? Yeah, I gotta eat something sometime. I haven't really eaten anything all day. I had like one piece of pizza like 3 hours ago. That was basically it.
Yep, that tasted purple.
Dude, back it up.
Here's something that won't walk off. Looking a little green.
Maybe. I have not seen that do well. I'll put it that way. I've seen people going Bork on her, but... I just think, honestly, people should just be playing better, like, on-hit champions. Ashe is just too, like, skill-dependent. I don't like to see that. That's true, I do need to get some more water. I don't know about yelling in the background. Maybe it was on a TV show or something. I can't hear with the headphones. But my wife's watching some Netflix in the other room.
An ally has been slain.
Watch out, here comes Malphite. Watch out, baby, Malphite. Okay, yeah, he's just being Malphite. Walking on up. Pretty sure they know, buddy. Well, Garen, when you're playing Garen above Silver Elo, I don't know what you're expecting to happen here. There's probably something on this show that my wife's watching. And he hasn't killed a Zyra yet. It's not a good sign. Malphite's just so worthless. Yeah, I should have just dodged this. I mean, my guy's not on his signature ADC. We've got a Malphite jungle. We've got a Garen top. I should have just dodged it. It's gonna be rough. Like, Ashe can be good, but Ashe is a very high... Like, you have to hit the arrows. It's kind of like Ezreal, where she's not going to do as much top-end damage as most other, like, auto-attack 80 carries, but she does have a really powerful spell with her ultimate, but you've got to hit it. No, I don't like that from a support perspective. Hey, what's up, Pineapple? The Zyra is not really going all in. I'm really surprised she didn't, like, ult me there. Like, if you have Malphite and Annie on your team, like, people need to die. Like, right when they hit level 6. Because they fall off big time later in the game. As do most champions with big time AoE crowd control abilities. Yeah, Zyra Ashe is classically a good combo. But I didn't know she was going to pick Ashe. Like, I thought she was going to pick Twitch. Or, you know, if I would have known she was going to go Ashe, then I would have picked Zyra. But I just didn't know. They picked the Twitch, and then this person doesn't own any other champions other than the Ashe, apparently, so... Well, Malphite's just not nearly as good as most other champions in the jungle. Like, he just gets bullied out. He has no gap closers other than his ultimate, so he just kind of walks around. Like, all he can do is walk into lane at people a lot of times, so that's just not enough. His damage is minuscule compared to other champions later on. You know, if you've got something like a Rengar or a Graves who are naturally kind of tanky because of their abilities, their healing capacity and stuff like that, who do a lot more damage, have better gap closers. Yeah, but the reason we have to play passive is because Ivern's down here a lot. Like, Ivern's been down here like 3 or 4 times. Because we have Malphite jungle, and like, Malphite has about 0% chance of killing Ivern. So, I mean, Ivern can just do whatever he wants, basically. It's already hard enough to kill Ivern because of his shielding and his healing once he gets Morellos and all that kind of stuff. So it's already hard enough to deal with that guy, but he's just been down here so much, and Malphite just is not going to kill him. Like, how fights are probably going to go down. Malphite's going to ult, knock people up, and then he's just going to sit there and watch people. Probably most of the time. Yeah, I mean, the Malphite jungle is just catastrophically bad. Like, he just doesn't do anything. Like most tanks on this patch, he doesn't do anything. You know, if you're going to go for that type of champion, just play Nautilus at least. Nautilus does do some damage in fights, and he has more crowd control, and he's just way more consistent. Oh, crap.
An ally has been slain.
Damn it, he popped up like right when I was backing. Yeah, I should have dodged it. I just don't even understand the scenario where we win. Like, the only thing, like, we'd have to have Annie and Malphite just go on a rampage, and we'd have to be up like 10 kills or something. Yeah, our team's just total garbage. I should have dodged. I'm not gonna be able to clear it. Zyra can fight me for it. Yeah, our team's just bad. Like we just don't have anything. We don't have early game. We don't have late game.
I recommend skipping.
I don't know. I mean, we kind of have a team fight, sorta, kinda. But our damage is just so low.
Yep, that tasted purple.
No.
You have been slain.
She shouldn't have walked back into that hole. No, our late is god awful, man. This is our team's god awful. I should have just dodged it. Like, how was our late okay? Compared to theirs, Malphite is going to deal virtually no damage. Annie is going a very low damage build. She hasn't even killed Azir yet. She didn't make Azir buy a Negatron cloak. Like, that should happen 100%. Azir should have to buy a Negatron cloak against Annie. But because Ivern's just all over her, and or she just doesn't know what she's doing, or both, then, you know, he's getting away with not having to do that. So he's going to have way more damage late game than she is. Twitch is going to do way more damage. Gragas is going to be way more relevant than Garen. I mean, all of these champions, Garen, Annie, and Malphite, and Ashe should all be getting kills at level 6, and the only person who did that was Ashe. Like, that's our whole thing, is we had to really do something at level 6. Because we have really good ults, like right when we get our ult. But this didn't happen anywhere. I don't know if they're the best duo, but I think they're good.
An ally has been slain.
They do a lot of damage. I mean, that's why Cog and Lulu are good. You want champions that do damage.
Never look at two. Yep, that tasted purple.
I mean, yeah, I should have dodged it. The writing is on the wall. It was pretty clear to see. I don't know. I was talking a lot about something, and I just didn't even think about it. I read the chat. Some people were saying I should dodge it. And I was like, nah, I could win, but no, I should have just dodged. I need to be much more liberal with my dodges. No, that's true, Pineapple.
An enemy has been slain.
I mean, you can think that if you want, oh gosh, but I'm telling you right now. It's not happening. I try not to be a defeatist. I'm still trying to win, but I'm just being a realist that our champions are really bad. What? They just don't do anything. Yeah, I don't usually give up, but I might have to flash it. Yeah, I agree. I should have just dodged it. Wow. Are these guys serious? These people seriously think that Ashe is scripting because she dodged a skill shot. Yeah, we just can't, I mean, we just don't have the damage to get through Ivern. Like, it's not happening. Ivern's almost worthy of a ban. I think I've lost to Ivern every time I've played against him recently. Go, dude. He doesn't have his ult. I mean, he can't do anything. It's just, yeah, it should have been a dodge. That's all there is to it. Wow. I'm dead. Switch is too strong. I mean, it's like I always say, it's not that these champions, in theory, couldn't be good. But you also have to question, well, why are people playing these champions when other champions are available that are way better, you know? That brutal Malphite ult. I've played like 4 games, 3 or 4 games, I think. I haven't played a lot. Yeah, that one should have been a dodge for sure. I remember I'm not going to be able to play a lot. I've got time for maybe like 1 more game. We'll see how this goes. 1, maybe 2 more games. And then I'll be back tomorrow at the standard time. 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. How many people do we have coming out today? I need to go get a drink in like a bar or something. I'll do that here in a second. Hey, thanks so much, Felipe. And Cotty. And Finster. And Shane, thank you so much for coming out. We get about 100. That's pretty good. I mean, it is at an unusual time, and a lot of people just don't expect me on at this time. Also, so we'll see. I mean, like I said, logistically, at least for the next couple of months, it's really hard for me to get on at this time, like to start around 6 because of my class schedule. So that's why I start at 8:30. But you know, I'll just have to see what my class schedule is for next semester. Thoughts on Bard? He's a lot of fun to play, and he's not very... I wouldn't recommend him for climbing elo and solo queue. He just requires too much team coordination. But he's a fun champion, cool design. Numbers could definitely use a little bit of a boost. Yeah, I think you're right, Andres. I think that that's a good combo because yeah, you do lose the redemption and the locket and all that stuff when you pick Zyra, but you get it with Ivern. Yeah, they had a pretty good team comp for sure. I don't know what a Dewey is. Who is the DUI? Oh, the duo. He's just a random person that I ran into a couple of games ago. We had a couple of really good Twitch games. Hey, thanks, Ms. Insanity. I'm gonna go grab a drink really quickly. Alright, I'll be back in a second. It's getting rowdy in there. Someone's like, what?
Okay, the Vampire Slayer.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, my bed's kind of disheveled. Whatever. It's fine. Oh, we got the old Teemo top. The classic. Classic auto-filled Teemo top. I'll do Lulu again. We're gonna have Twitch. Zyra is pretty good against Blitzcrank, but I could go Janna also. But because I know we're gonna have Twitch, I think Lulu's fine. So basically how this is gonna happen, hopefully. Blitz hook somebody. I W their AD carry. Then I boost up Twitch. Or just use all my cooldowns on him. Or on the all of my preventive stuff. And then when we last through Blitz's burst, we just blow them both up. So I hope this is gonna go down. God bless. Well, at least we have Twitch, I guess. Hey, Ashley. Wow. Timo like literally said smite Mo. So like he knows he had smite and he took it on purpose. I didn't queue for normals. This is not bronze. This is a platinum game. And he's starting with Dark Seal. Well, at least we have Twitch. Twitch Lulu.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Never look a cooler in the eye.
Thirty seconds until minions spawn.
Whoa. Dizzy.
Oh, someone's talking about Soraka versus Sona. They're both okay. I would rather play Sona probably.
Minions have spawned.
Both of them just have very limited crowd control. I don't know. I mean, they have Rise. Rise is also prone to underperform. Potentially. I mean, the big attraction is they have Ezreal and we have Twitch. I think Twitch and I, we can carry a lot of... Oh god, he missed all three. That's rough.
Nosy dewdrop.
4. It's like, dude, it's a level 1 Blitz, man. You don't have to be that scared. How did he get that first? How did he hit it before I did?
First blood.
Whoa, that's weird.
That tasted purple.
I probably should have just dodged from Smite Teemo. I mean, I feel like we can carry, but it's like next level bad. That's like wood level bad. Like earth level bad. I don't know. That's like it's unbelievable how this person gets to platinum. Like they didn't get it doing that. I'll tell you that. Either they got boosted or they played something else, and now they're just like messing around trolling.
I recommend skipping.
Is there jungler? Pull off. Well, he's coming.
See more with your eyes closed.
Oh, just hide in a bush, man.
That sparrow looks
Ah, he missed the cannon. Yeah. I mean, it's basically just flash for flash.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
See if I can get hooked here. There we go. Olaf's probably looping around right now. He doesn't show middle. Okay, he's going middle. Oh,
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
oh god. Oh, she's out of mana. Yeah.
Squirrel looks familiar. Drop.
Oh, for real? What? They were both sitting in middle? Why is Olaf here? Oh, they used a Rise ult. That had to be what it was.
An enemy has been slain.
I forgot about the Rise ult. Because I knew they had just backed, and I didn't see Rise in the middle. Yeah, I should have left it alone.
You'll see more with your eyes closed.
Trying to keep better tabs on this Olaf, though. I'm gonna be behind in experience now. Okay. I wanted to W him instead of W someone else because I wanted to stop him from flashing. I think his flash is still on cooldown because mine is still on cooldown from a flash to get away from his hook. I don't know. That was my thought process, though. Maybe I should have just sped up the Twitch, but... Just Blast Plant up. Okay, Olaf's up there. Some better wards in here.
I recommend skipping. Yep, that tasted purple.
We should be able to beat him up. Okay. Sure, bro.
An ally has been slain.
We need to wait till I hit 6, and then we can go all in on him. See if he steps back and goes invis. Yeah.
I'll be right under their nose.
Killing spree.
Alright, I don't know. I guess Teemo top's working. See, that speed up is so nice on Evelyn too, like with the W. I kind of need boots, but whatever. Oh, maybe that was it.
Has been slain. Killing spree. Shut down.
Let's go, Eve. Eve's doing pretty well.
Shut down.
Oh, God. That Blitz roam. Pretty frustrating. Damn it.
They aren't gonna like this.
I'll block his Q.
Has been slain.
I gotta get out. Uh-uh. Alright, one of those. Let's go for one of those.
That tasted perfect to me.
I should still be able to crush this Ezreal. You scroll down. I just don't have any crowd control. I don't want to loop around too much, yeah, because they might be collapsing on me, so I'm just going to drop it right there. See if they pinked this. No, they didn't. Get that experience going. Yeah, it's 4 bot. 3 bot. Okay. They're just hanging out. What is he doing? Is he getting scuttle? Yeah.
That tasted purple.
An enemy has been slain.
No, you food frog.
Oh, Teemo does have smite. Okay. Got that TP.
Has been slain.
Damn it. Couldn't get my E off. I should have just E'd her. Oh god, that exhaust. Yeah, that was really bad. I wish Eve would have come down there and helped us with that. I wasn't expecting the Irelia TP. That was pretty brutal. Yeah, he needed to not get hooked right there. Yeah, old Teemo was cute, but he's succumbing to reality. And now we can't do anything. The old, it turns out that the old Rush Frozen Mallet Teemo isn't quite as potent as it once was. And by once was, I mean never was. We need to, Twitch needs to be bigger. Like, we really have to crank this guy out. He's our only hope. Look at that brutal damage to the scuttle. Holy crap.
Sneaky, sneaky. It's me.
Enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
You'll see more with your eyes closed.
An enemy has been slain.
Never look truth in the eye.
An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed the turret.
I'll go ahead and buy it. We're probably gonna get a ruby sightstone here. I'll move on from there. Hey, what's up? What's up, cool girl? I'll go ahead and sell that. Hey, Sufyan. Yeah, it sucks. It happens from time to time. You get some bad games. We've had a couple of bad ones here.
You'll see more with
There's not a really simple fix-all answer, you know, for how to not have bad games. Now, someone's here, but it's not Blitz. Blitz was near middle.
An ally has been slain.
I think they should kill them all up there. I don't think I can hold this tower, though. Maybe. It's not worth. They're going to get a tower for one kill. Now, if we get a dragon off of that, though, maybe. God, guys. They're going to get that now, too, probably. Yeah, they're just waiting to hook me right here, probably. I don't have enough vision. No. 2 kills and a tower for... Basically, it was 2 kills for a dragon is what that turned into, because each team got a tower. They're all coming. That was really freaking dumb. I pinged it. Yep, so that was the game deciding rotation. So they got a couple kills here in a tower. They thought they were ahead, and then the people that they killed spawned back, and then they collapsed on them here. Even though I pinged it, I told them they were coming. They kept fighting, they kept pushing. And so now they get 3 kills, a tier 2 tower, and a Baron. So, what, man?
Talk too loud, bro.
That's what I do. Please tell me we get these kills. Oh, man, he's dead. Well, those mushrooms don't do any damage because he doesn't have AP. He decided to get Frozen Mallet. Like, I don't know why. I think Teemo is the most misunderstood champion in terms of what you're actually supposed to build. Because everybody screws him up. Like, get AP. Do not build on hit. Do not build Frozen Mallet. His on hit is awful. He does like a little bit of extra poison damage on hit. Get AP. Make his mushroom strong. That's his whole identity. Go like Leandri's, Void Staff, Ludens. Oh god. No! Why did I cut back like that? Oh, she's gonna run me down. Why did I cut back? I was trying to press the other way. I scooped it up, I guess. I don't know.
Shut down.
I should just dodge Smite Teemo. Why didn't I dodge it? It just sucks. I just want to play games, but I need to dodge more. And it's not obviously not all that Teemo's fault, but it's just worthless now. I get it's almost literally 4v5. Like Twitch and I.
Nosy dewdrop.
I'm not a I mean, Blitzcrank's okay. He's okay. Well, I'll tell you right now, I have not ever been really that impressed with attack speed Teemo because he doesn't have any on hit. Like, why are you? I don't get it. Like, his mushrooms are what are strong about him. Because right now his mushrooms don't do any damage. People just walk over them. They're like, oh, whatever. But if you build like the AP Teemo with Leandri's, Void Staff, and like Ludens or something, then they hit a mushroom and it's like 80% of their health off. And that's really like his unique thing, is he has these traps and people step on them and then you can engage and fight them after they step on them. That's his way of engaging fights, and you can peel with them. Like, that's his whole thing. If you just want an attack speed champion that does a lot of damage, like, why not build any other attack speed damage that does a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's people that do what that build on Teemo is trying to do better than Teemo. Just no reason. I mean, I'm a very analytical person. If someone else does something better than what the current champion does, like Irelia, for example, she scales with attack speed really well. I don't know. I just feel like Teemo's whole identity is his mushrooms, and your mushrooms are extremely weak if you go for that build.
An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, just do like Kale. That's a perfect example.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I mean, I do have a Sup Teemo game on the channel because someone donated $20 to see me do it. It's okay. It's not great. I guess we'll do one more. Hopefully we don't get demoted here. Well, I agree with you, Irelia. Like, we did okay as the Twitch, or like, bottom lane we did okay, but, I mean, Twitch is 11-4. It's like Teemo is just like 100% dead weight. Zed, okay, sort of, kind of, I guess. But Rise just got too big. I really got way too big. And he's okay. He's okay. But it's like, if he doesn't get Twitch, that's a big problem. Because the only other thing that he plays is Ashe, so. I think Kale can be okay. I don't see her that much, but I think that she can be good. Well, Kale support, no. But, like, Kale top lane or mid lane, I think can be okay in some matchups. I'm not really sure. I haven't seen her a lot lately. Hey, Mizzen, it just depends on what people are playing. I might do Zyra. I've got some Zyra VODs if I don't get to her tonight. She's fallen in priority quite a lot at higher ELOs because people aren't playing Jhin, Varus, Misfortune, all of that kind of stuff. Hey, Felipe, with pretty much anybody, you should be building Redemption, Ruby Sightstone, and then something else, either Locket or Ardent Sensor. I think that tanks have a hard time because they can't use Ardent Sensor and there's not a good replacement for that item. So you just have to go Redemption, Locket, and probably Knight's Vow. But Knight's Vow is not nearly as good as Ardent Sensor is. I was playing Lulu a lot there in a row. Well, first of all, Lulu was really good, but second of all, I know that guy wanted to play Twitch all the time, and we were doing okay, but... I mean, we were doing awesome that game also. It's just when you have a Smite Teemo top. I should have just dodged it. I should have dodged the... Like, there are several games that were just ridiculously goofy that I should have dodged. So this will be my last game, so hopefully we can get a good one. I'll have to see what the final version of Galio is they release.
The tempest
Janna,
is
I
at
guess.
your command.
Zyra's not that great in illusion because he like his dash is up so often that he can jump out. I mean, that's another reason that I haven't been playing Zyra as much is because she's not as good against Ezreal and Lucian because they're so mobile. They can really easily dodge out of your roots. Okay, good. Now, Vayne into Lucian historically is pretty rough, but Vayne is good with Janna. Lulu. I have done a lot of Lulu. I know, cool girl. I know people want to see that. I've been doing a lot of Lulu lately, though. I can't Zyra because I didn't know who we were going to pick. Zyra is pretty bad with Vayne. And Zyra is bad against Lucian and bad against Ezreal. At higher levels of play, you know, like Platinum and higher. You know, at Gold, Silver, and Bronze, still just play Zyra all the time. But she has problems against mobile champions. OMG. Yeah, like this stream and the stream last night. The stream last night got split up, by the way, by some weird thing going on YouTube. So that's why it shows up as 2 streams. So I didn't do that. I didn't intentionally do that. But that's just how it happened. But yeah, Zyra is kind of falling out of favor at higher levels of play for a variety of reasons. So and a lot of it has to do with the champions that people were playing. So it's not that she got nerfed a lot directly, which she didn't. I mean, the AI on her plants got nerfed, but that doesn't matter too much. But it's what other people were playing. So Zyra is best against like immobile champions that are not going to be able to get out of her roots, where it's very hard for them to dodge her roots. So that means that she's good against Jhin, she's good against Varus if you get a hold of him. She's good against Misfortune if you get a hold of her. I mean, obviously Misfortune has poke and stuff in lane, but if you get in range, it's easier to hit it. He's good against lethality junglers. She is, because if she catches them, they get blown up. Rengar, Kha'Zix, all of these things get blown up. But clearly those are not being picked as much right now. So everyone has started picking Lucian and Ezreal like every single game. And historically, Zyra is very bad into those because Lucian, because he's so mobile and he can dash around and dodge your plants and get out of them really easily. And then Ezreal, because he can play so far back and he can dodge your stuff. So both of those champions are really good against Zyra. And then second, the champions that you play with, Zyra is good with Jhin, she's good with Varus, she's good with Misfortune, she's good with Kha'Zix, just all these things that do burst damage. So she's good against them and she's good with them. So in a meta where everybody's picking Jhin and Varus, then she's very good in that meta because she's good against what they're playing and she's good with what you're playing. But now that all of those champions are gone, people like Lulu and Janna are good with, well, they're okay with like Lucian and Ezreal. They're okay, but they're especially good with things like the real champions that are good right now, which I think is Twitch, Twitch, Draven, Vayne's okay. Caitlyn, Jinx, Janna, and Lulu are both very good with those. And the power of Ardent Sensor. Like, Ardent Sensor has been really strong since they buffed it again. But it just kind of got outshined by all the other damage champions. Janna and Lulu want longer fights, as do most utility champions. You don't want people that are going to get blown up in one shot. You want to be able to use your abilities to keep people alive for longer. So they're much better with tanky type of champions and scaling champions to get critical strike. So people are running more tanks and they're running more scaling champions.
Summoner's Rift.
I have no idea why Vayne has Thunderlords. That's really bad. So yeah, I'm not excited about that.
With ease.
Hopefully we don't get demoted if we lose this one. We might.
30 seconds until minions.
Yeah, she wants Fervor. Thoughts on Lux? I don't like Lux support that much. And she's okay, but the problem is like she only has one form of crowd control and it's on a pretty long cooldown and it's pretty slender skill shot. She's basically like a Morgana, but it's harder to hit her Q. She does more damage than Morgana, but I just don't like champions that are that one-dimensional. I like for them to have interesting. Okay, we got a chat-restricted Rager that thinks he's going to lose top against a Cho'Gath has renekton. That's cool.
Hitting me is like
Who's the best ADC with Bard? Someone that can follow up on his stun, I guess. If you land a stun. Maybe like a Caitlyn or something? She can trap if you stun. Maybe a Jhin. I don't know, Bard doesn't have like any particular synergies that I can think of that are that good. Maybe Misfortune, like after they wake up out of the stasis, you can Misfortune ult them. I'm not really sure. The problem is Bard doesn't do a lot of shielding and healing. Like he's got his little point click heal with the W, which is really weak if you do it and it's not set up first. And he doesn't do like a lot of AP damage, so he's just kind of in this weird spot where there just aren't good items on him. Like he has a very interesting kit, but he just can't really leverage a lot of the most powerful items, which is a problem. I mean, Bard's okay, I guess. I'm not a huge fan of... Or not... Oh, Bard. I was thinking Brand. Yeah, maybe with Bard... Maybe Easy is a good point, because Easy doesn't really gain a lot from Ardent Sensor either, and he's so safe that he lets Bards roam. Yeah, that's a pretty good point. Easy could definitely be good with him. And if Easy times the stasis right, then he can hit him with his ult right when they wake up. Yeah, that's a good call. I think Bard might be best with Easy. But to be clear, I think there are better choices in almost every scenario. I was afraid Zach might be flying in or something. It's a cool trick that I learned. Watch the video. If you go right here, and then you put a ward like right here, it'll go into that bush. Whoa, did they just die 2-on-1? Hey, thanks for the sub, friend. Alberto, thank you so much. Yeah, Vayne's not great into Lucian, because Lucian can outduel her later on. Especially if she goes Blade, which she probably will. Vayne's pretty good in a Cho'Gath, though. What's up, Javier?
Upon the wind.
What's up, Amory? Thanks for the sub, friend. Dude, please. Alright.
As you wish.
Man, they're about even on CS, but...
In harmony. As you wish.
Eve's not here. No.
Swiftly.
Eve decided to go for red buff instead of work on that dive. Like, if Eve would have been there, we maybe could have made that dive, but... I guess they probably had that warded. It's just really hard to get a hold of Lucian. You want to punish him for having short range, but the problem is Vayne's pretty short range too.
Breathlessly. Upon the wind. With ease.
An enemy has been slain.
Alright. It's Braum.
In harmony.
Yeah, we can't. I mean, we can't really fight him early. We have to wait until I get some power up, and then I'll outscale that Braum later. Braum's pretty good with Lucian because Lucian procs his passive really quickly because each little shot off the double shot counts towards Braum's passive. Hey, thanks for the sub.
Swiftly.
I thought he already used his stupid ult. Dang it, I should have flashed immediately. How did he get back in there? Did he like flash ult me? Yeah, I think he flash ulted me.
In harmony.
It's pretty dang annoying. This is looking good. Guys. Why is everyone going in that pit? Like...
With ease.
Oh my god, dude. What the actual hell? So Vhagar gets a triple kill off of that.
As you wish.
Like, Vayne literally rolls in and goes into hand-to-hand combat with somebody right here when Zach's about to revive and Vhagar's coming up from the side. All she had to do was stay right here and just auto-attack anyone that's in range and not get caught in the pit. Man. And of course she's rushing Blade of the Ruined King, because why not? That makes me very sad.
Upon the
We should have had that, like, big time. But it all got clumped right up for a Vhagar stun W.
swiftly.
I was like, there's no way they're going to screw that up, right? Enemy team's all really low. All they have to do is just not get triple stunned by Vhagar.
Upon the wind.
God, Lucian's up like 30 CS too. Yeah, I'm still not a fan of Vayne. Vayne's okay in some matchups, but she's bad against Lucian, and everyone's picking Lucian. Let's play Twitch, or Caitlyn, or Jinx, or Draven. Just doesn't do any damage. Like, this build is just absolute trash.
An enemy has been slain.
Pin him? Pin him? Okay. Or he got him. Alright. She just misses so many wide open CS. Oh man. There just is no damage, man. I mean, we did get the dragon at least. We got the dragon. Tie game. Tie game. We got dragon. Fine. Vayne scales well. Make sure there's not a pink in here. Of course there is. Trying to get a bit of a deeper ward here. I don't want to go too deep though. Nice, good job, Nico. Come on, man. Why you gotta be like that?
Swiftly.
Dude, I just pinged him, man.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, I don't know, Miz. All I can do is just keep playing. It is alarming. Like, just the kind of performance level lately, but all we do is keep playing. It'll even out eventually. It's kind of how it's been all season. People have regressed a lot, and a lot of it's just auto results. Oh god.
Swiftly.
No, just let's get out. It's just dumb as hell.
In harmony.
I mean, do people think I'm just like kidding? Like, nah, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Veigar's not coming.
An ally has been slain.
Just keep pushing up to tower. Veigar's not coming. He must have just slipped. He didn't mean to ping Veigar 4 times and ping back 3 times. He's just playing around with me.
Upon the wind. Swiftly.
Yeah, they're just gonna be sitting in this bush or something.
With ease. In harmony.
Hit Scuttle.
Upon the wind. As you wish.
Guys, don't. The fuck? Yeah, well, I'm kind of glad this is the last game of the night. I don't even know what's gone on in the last 2 days. No, guys, don't fight this. Jesus Christ, I don't have any wards. This feels like it's gonna end really poorly. Yeah, just No, 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 no!
Breathlessly.
Alright. Let's do it this way. Is that the Renekton? Of course it is. It's always the 0-4 guy, right, that wants to surrender. It's like, buddy, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't understand how you're in Platinum. I mean, he's got to be like auto-filled or something.
With ease.
No, we're probably surrendering because he engaged 1v5 and he's like, where is team? When he could clearly see his team's at the dragon. Oh, she's dead. Veigar is just too huge right now. Like, that triple in the dragon pit was bad.
Swiftly.
Probably, I'd be surprised if we don't get demoted off of this. This Vayne just cannot hit CS, like, at all. I mean, she's down almost literally 70 CS at this point. He just misses wide open CS.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I couldn't ult faster because it wouldn't have mattered. Like the Zac knockup into the Braum knockup.
Swiftly.
I could have ulted, like, if I was just ready for the Zac to come out of that bush. I could have ulted and knocked him out of that, I guess, if I was a little quicker.
Been destroyed.
We just don't have any vision. Like, Zac's doing a good job of, like, starting fights in places where we don't have vision, so... There we go. And this Ori's pretty good. It's possible to still win. We'll play it out. Oh god. Wow. Okay, never mind. Maybe we can't win.
Breathlessly.
It depends on the matchup.
Ease.
Ashley, Janna's better on some champs and Lulu's better with others. Janna's a bit better at the Clown Fiesta. She's a lot safer. And she has more peeling. Lulu's better at engaging. And she has better scaling with some champions that have very specific on-hit abilities. Whereas Janna is a lot better with like AD casters who don't care about attack speed. Like Riven, Fiora, stuff like that. Renekton. Things that would benefit more from having flat AD rather than having an increase in attack speed. They don't play Janna and Pro play as much because they don't have the same level of Clown Fiesta and underperformance as what happens in solo queue typically. And they value engage a lot more. I don't think Lulu would have helped here as much. I mean, it would have been hard either way, like the way this Renekton's playing. And the way this Vayne's playing. What? Like, Veigar's right there, dude. What? I can't believe what I just saw. She flashed into this wall. I mean, there's no way you can tell me this Vayne's not boosted. Like, legit bought this account. I don't know. I'm trying to stay positive. It's the last game of the night. That's about the most positive thing I can come up with. We're gonna try to get a fresh start tomorrow and just hope that whatever's wrong with the ranking system right now, that whatever's wrong with the ranking system gets fixed soon. And that's all I can think of.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Upon the wind.
An enemy is legendary. Ally has been slain.
I mean, maybe she's just really drunk or high or something. No idea. Okay. Come on, don't hit me with it. Don't hit me with it. Okay. Well, the positive message here is we're still Platinum 3. Somehow, by some miracle, we haven't been demoted, so... Holy crap. I think that's Japanese. I don't know if that's Japanese or Korean. Basically, he's probably saying, like, they're Chinese? I don't know. They're probably saying they can't believe it either. I mean, right? Are they just pairing me with silvers again? Is that what's going on? Let me say. That was a rough one. Yeah, I mean, she's Plat 5. Okay, so she has no games played, basically, this season. I don't know. What was she last season? So I'm at Ezreal. Everything else is like under 50. I don't know. I mean, whatever. We've had a string of some bad, unfortunate things going on. But we'll get it back. We'll get it back. Just gotta try to stay positive. This has happened a few different times. You know, we just hit some speed bumps. Oh, it's Korean? Yeah, I would prefer Wind Speaker. You can get Thunderlords, that's primarily for laning, but you have to remember that Wind Speaker also affects Redemption and Locket. So that means is that whenever you lock at somebody, then they get the Wind Speaker bonus. They get the bonus armor, the bonus magic resist, and it benefits from the 10% bonus shielding and healing. So does Redemption. And obviously her E benefits from that as well. So to me, that's worth it. To have Redemption 10% more powerful and for it to give everybody bonus armor and magic resist over Thunderlords. Especially because you don't really build a lot of AP on Lulu, at least I don't. And so the Thunderlords isn't going to scale very well. Because Thunderlords does, I know it has a level component to it as well, but dude was Diamond in Season 5? What? I don't know, maybe he's just high. Who knows? He hasn't played a lot of games. I'm pretty sure Thunderlords is at least... yeah, 10% of your ability power. So because you're not getting a lot of ability power, then it's not really going to be worth it. I mean, it's good in lane, but Wind Speakers is just so much better outside of lane, particularly when you get Redemption, and especially if you get Redemption and Locket. That's just way, way stronger. Okay, well, that's going to be it for this stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow at the regularly scheduled time, so 8:30 till about 1:30 or 2 o'clock. So be sure to tune in for that. Let's see if there's any final questions here. We did okay. I mean, we got to about 136 at one point. Especially because we were losing so much. That's not bad for holding on to that many people. Yeah, of course, Renekton is. Hey, thanks, Pineapple. Yeah, I mean, she might be sick. Who knows? Maybe the dude's girlfriend just broke up with him, or his grandma died or something. I mean, who knows? But yeah, it just feels like we've been getting a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff lately, but hopefully we can get it back. I mean, I just gotta focus and think about what I can do to try to win too, to improve. Oriana Grande, I like that. Feels like that should be someone's summoner name. Oh, hey, Nima. Sorry the bot got you there. I have an entire guide if you want to know about Janna and Lulu. I explain how to use their ultimates, like what you should be getting with them and why. Here, I'll just go ahead and go into one of these. So the newest one is the Janna guide. So I'll just show you what these guides offer, if you haven't checked those out yet. You can find all of this on my main page too. So I give you a nice timestamps here, so you don't have to watch the whole thing if you don't have time. Each one of them is about an hour to an hour and 30 minutes long, and you can watch them in little chunks. They're designed to be like an audiobook of sorts, and you can use... just use the timestamps like a table of contents in an audiobook to jump around to your favorite parts. But I have such as why utility supports are strong, how resistances work, analyzing the spells, why Janna's shield's really powerful, Janna as compared to Lulu or Karma, different matchups, and then how to lane as Janna and how to fight as Janna in different circumstances. So if you already are pretty comfortable with why and when you should pick Janna, and you want to know how to fight with her, then you can just start at about 1 hour and work your way through that. And I also offer you a Google Doc that you can click on. And it just goes over what I talk about in the videos. Just in case you don't have time to watch the whole thing, you can watch part of it or read part of it on the Google Doc and then transition over and watch the video. Or if you've watched the video but you can't remember what I was talking about, then checking out the Google Doc might be a good place for you. But Janna's ultimate primarily should be used to peel people back and heal. But it can be very complicated when you should do it, because you don't want to disrupt your allies as well. Like, you don't want to knock away an enemy who's almost dead, or if an ally is about to do an AoE ability like an Orianna ult or something, you don't want to blow people out of that ult. So it can be tricky to use that ability correctly. But I talk about different situations, like how you can do it better in a little bit. Hey, Wallace, I don't know. I'd have to see what somebody said. Let me see what you said. There are certain words. It's because you use the word noob. Because people will come in here, like the trolls will come in here and say that. So there are certain words like noob or racial slurs or things like that. So that's why. If you want to say noob, just do it with 2 zeros and the bot won't get you. So sorry about that. That's just kind of the price we pay for, you know, having the bot to help me out. Because sometimes when I'm in chat, you know, or when I'm in-game, I may not look over and notice that someone's like, you know, just keeps spamming some kind of racial slur or something, and the bot just times people out for that. So sorry about that. Hey, thanks everybody. Good night. Yeah, sorry about that, Wallace. Like I said, there's just a couple of words. I'm Dave in your class. Alright, Jackson. There actually aren't as many Davids anymore these days. I'm not sure why. There's a lot of Davids I had when I was growing up. Oh, if I think tanks will ever come back, yeah, I do. I think once they do the tank rework in the middle of the season, so probably around May or June, something like that, I think tanks will be a lot better. Right now, they just have a hard time. Or if they nerf Janna and Lulu, then tanks will be better. So Zyra's, I don't know, I might play Zyra more, but as I explained earlier with the Zyra, like the problem that she has is that she's good with and against, like burst AD casters. So she's good with your Jhin, she's good with Misfortune, she's good with, Varus, and she's good against those champions because those champions don't have very good escape, so it makes it really easy to hit roots on them if they're on the enemy team, and it's really easy to blow them up if they're on your team to blow up the enemy. So you want those champions in the meta to be really good. She's also good against something like Rengar, Kha'Zix, these like squishy burst type of assassin champion. Because they get blown up instantly. If people are playing tanks or they're playing highly mobile champions, then it's a lot tougher for Zyra. So that's what people are playing now. Everyone's playing Lucian and Ezreal. So Zyra's not that great against them because they're really mobile and it's very easy for them to dodge your roots. And if you have Ezreal on your team, then he can't really follow up and blow people up with Zyra as much. So she still is really good in like gold, silver, and bronze. And maybe I should just play her more in platinum too. Who knows? But I think that that Janna and particularly Lulu are both really strong right now. So we'll see how it develops. I feel like Zyra's not as strong. I haven't been doing as well with her lately, and I think that's part of the reason why. But I'll explore it more. I'll still play her some every now and then. I've got some Zyra VODs queued up as well that I can release over the next few days. I'll try to keep the Zyra content rolling on the page, and I'm sure I'll play her some more. But that's kind of what I think is going on lately. But I haven't been winning with much of anything as of late, so hopefully we can figure out a new formula. But anyways, thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you next time.